Welcome to the first video tutorial for the AuctionMethod timed online auction platform. Today we'll be showing you how to create your first auction and add items to it. The first thing we're going to do is log in as an administrator using, in this case, the username testadmin and the password 111111. Once we log in, we have the administrator's landing page. We're going to select the new auction link there. And now we're on the screen where we're going to build the auction information. The first thing we're going to do is create a title for our sale. The title for your auction is going to appear not only on the front page of the website, but anywhere and everywhere else that the auction information is published. It should be a good descriptive title. After we create the title, we're going to create the front page text. That is exactly what it sounds like, meaning that this is the information that will be displayed to the public when they land on your website. So it's a place for a sales pitch, but this information also appears on search results like on Google and Bing. So keep in mind that users everywhere are going to be seeing this information. This editor is a WYSIWYG editor, or what you see is what you get, which means that you can highlight text, you can make certain text bold, you can add graphics, whatever you'd like to do with it, you can do it here. Once we have our front page text, we're going to select the day and time that the bidding for the auction items will actually begin. We'll select 10 o'clock in the morning on the 20th here. And then we're going to select the day that the auction ends, or the bidding period closes. In this case, we'll say on the 22nd at 11 o'clock in the morning. Now that we have that information, we're going to create the terms and conditions of sale. The terms are composed of 4 different sections: the preview information, the payment information, removal information, and disclaimers. The content that you put into these 4 boxes is going to be displayed on the left-hand side of the page when users are bidding on items, and it will also be shown on their invoices once the auction is over. The only information that does not appear on the invoices is the payment information. Keep in mind that the text that you can have default text actually for each of these fields, meaning that unlike what you see here, you don't have to necessarily retype all of this over and over again for each sale. You can have default text that appears here. And like all the other boxes, you can stylize this content however you want. You can add bold text, you can add highlighting, anything you want like that. The next thing you're going to select is a default category for your auction items. This is important not only for your navigation, for your mailing list send out options, but also for search engine optimization, because we build keywords based upon the category. After you get the category, you're going to put in the default address for the auction items. If you have items in different locations, you can always change them on an item-by-item basis at a later time. The closing interval determines the amount of time in between the closing of items in a staggered auction. So if you want items to close with a half a minute in between them, or a minute, or 30 minutes, whatever you want, you can change that interval here. Once you've determined which interval you're going to use, you're going to select the default tax rate for the auctions, or for the items in this auction. You're going to select a buyer's premium if you have one. And if you use the whitelist option, that means that you're going to limit to participation in the auction to only those bidders who have been pre-approved by you. The same thing goes if you decide to include a deposit requirement for this auction. If you put a deposit amount in here, then that means that only those bidders who have actually put forth a deposit in this amount are going to be approved to bid at this auction. When you select preview mode, that means that only administrators and people with a direct link will be able to view the auction information. And if you select front page, that will publish all of this information to the front page, where it remains in preview status until you deselect the preview mode. Extended bidding is a form of soft close in which the closing time for the items will be automatically extended if there's bidding towards the end of the period. And custom bidding is a brand new feature for us that we'll cover in a separate video tutorial. YouTube videos for the auction include video walkthroughs, auctioneers' introductions, any videos that apply to the wholesale. The types of auctions you can have, or the types of listings, are a classified listing, a front page only listing, or an online auction, which is what we're creating here. In this case, you're going to leave the seller, the default seller alone, and the front page title alone. Click Save and Add Items, and now you're ready to start uploading some pictures via our bulk uploader. You're just going to select all of your pictures, click Open, and Start Upload. You'll notice that this moves rather quickly. You can actually upload thousands and hundreds or thousands of pictures here if you'd like to. The bulk uploader works for lots and lots of pictures. Once they're uploaded, the images are processed into thumbnails and standardized, and you're now ready to start creating your lots. The very first picture that you see now on the left here is the lead photo for your first lot. And if you scroll down a little ways, you're going to see the lot number sticker. Just ignore the QR code for now. That's for a different form of cataloging that we'll describe later. Time being, just click on the new lot link and we'll start entering some information. We'll put the lot number in. We'll select whether or not this is a featured item, whether it's taxable or not, make sure the category is right. In this case, I have a YouTube video that shows the car in operation, so I'll pop that in here. Create a title for this auction item. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the WYSIWYG editor to create stylized text. I'm just going to copy and paste something in here so you don't have to watch me typing. But what you'll see is that we can create, using this editor, we can create lists of items, we can input graphics, we can style the text however we want. If we want to add some bold formatting or highlight some particular text, we can use this editor to do that. And then once we're all done, we're going to just hit Add to create our item. And you'll notice now that the pictures for that car are gone, and we have the next lot to work on, this motorcycle here. But one of the pictures was not rotated before it was uploaded, so let's rotate it now. We'll just flip that over to the left, and we'll look for the sticker, click New Lot, and same as before, we just enter in the lot number. You'll see over on the right hand side are all of the pictures that are going to be associated with this lot when you're all said and done. I'm not going to create a long description here. I'll just put in a title, some generic text, although you'd like, in a real world example, you'd like to put in a lot of information about the assets that you're selling. And once we're done creating the description, we just click Add, and we're on to the next one. We'll do a few more here just so you can get a general feel for the flow of data entry. And so again, we can select the various options for whether or not it's featured or taxable, add videos. If you want to change the seller for this item, you can do that here. Obviously, you can change the category as well, which I will forget to do for this one. I would normally select forklift as a category. And we'll create just a couple more lots for you here, just so you can see how easy it is. Keep in mind, you can actually copy and paste text from any document you want. So if you already have a write-up for something in Word format, for example, you can just paste that right in there and it'll accept it. You can also add hyperlinks to manufacturers' spec sheets, or add inline images if you want to the description. Ultimately, what you have is HTML there. Once you're done with this, you're going to review the lot information that you're about to input into the system. You'll see that we created 5 new lots. They all look good. Those are the lot numbers. We've got the right titles. We see how many pictures. We have the option to edit or remove the lots, but if it looks good, we just say make all lots. And now that our auction has been created successfully, we're going to take a look at it. This is what the bid gallery looks like. Notice it's still in preview mode, so only an administrator or someone with a direct link can see this. If you want to look and see what it looks like on the front page of this site, you can just click on your header, your logo. From here, again, it's in preview mode, so you don't have to worry about the public seeing this. From here, right on the front page, you can move this box around. You can remove the auction entirely from the front page. You can edit it, add items, whatever you'd like to do. That's it. Your auction has been created. Thanks a lot for your time.